2 years ago, AmbGun produced a series of videos on mounting a red dot on the KelTec P17 using a very nicely made adapter plate from Tanner Machine Products. And while we ended up with pretty reliable operation when using high velocity 40 grain ammo, it was not quite as reliable as just relying on the stock sights. Adding the sight and the adapter plate, it was just a little too much additional reciprocating mass. I ended up contacting KelTec to see if they could make me a slide that was drilled out with lightning holes. And they told me, hold on, something was coming. Well, now we have it, a lightened slide paired with the Crimson Trace CT1500. This KelTec Red Dot Slide features a handsome KelTec logo cut into the top of the slide. This slide includes an anodized aluminum slide cap, which is the red dot mounting base, instead of the polymer cap on the stock slide. All in all, this is a beautiful piece of work that adds a touch of elegance to the P17. Weight of the standard slide is 115 grams, and the weight of KelTec's Red Dot Slide is 132 grams. You can remove the front sight to save 2 additional grams of reciprocating mass.
So the Red Dot Slide, despite the elegant cuts, still weighs 17 grams more than the stock slide. This is better than the adapter plate we tested, but still we were hoping that with the slide cuts we would have obtained identical weights between the stock slide and the Red Dot Slide.
Still, the KelTec Red Dot Slide is 10 grams lighter than the stock slide when paired with the Tanner adapter plate and a red dot. Maintaining the right slide weight is key for sustained reliability, and while my P17 proved fairly reliable with KelTec's Red Dot Slide, it did not cycle quite as reliably as the stock slide. Some may balk at spending as much for KelTec's Red Dot Slide as they spent on the P17 itself, but it is actually a pretty good deal. You can find the Crimson Trace CT1500 for about $100, so you're really only paying $100 more for the nicely cut slide, the bolt, and the slide cover. Not that much more, really, than the more cumbersome adapter plate you can find on eBay. The KelTec slide also includes a taller front sight to allow it to co-witness with the red dot rear sight. I really wish the red dot could have been mounted even lower to allow co-witnessing with the standard height front sight. But then again, given that the barrel on the P17 is threaded for a suppressor, maybe suppressor height sights are a nice added feature.
The Crimson Trace Red Dot is a gain of function, made in China, optic.
But the CT1500 can be swapped out for the Shield RMSc or SMSc. Hopefully KelTec offers the Red Dot Slide without an optic so you can more easily use the dot of your choice. Key advantages over the adapter plate.
Optic is mounted lower than with adapter plates.
More robust mounting of the optic. There's no polymer sandwiched between the slide and the mount.
Better weighting for more reliable operation.
Fast and easy to swap between red dot and iron sights. Disadvantages.
The KelTec Red Dot Slide costs as much as the gun itself.
Needs to be 17 grams lighter.
It does not work with the AmbGun hammer block.
Taller front sight does not work with any of my P17 holsters. My do-it-yourself holster or the ForgeTech outside the waistband holster.
The CT1500 is not as flush with the slide cap as the Shield SMSc. It has a tiny bit of overhang.
The Shield SMSc is about 1/10 of an inch narrower than the CT1500. Overall, I will not use the KelTec Red Dot Slide with my EDC P17, but I really do like dual wielding the red dot equipped P17 with my red dot equipped P322. I find that each of my eyes lock in on the 2 red dots, and what I see is like 2 lasers on the target. I can fire each pistol simultaneously on separate targets or each simultaneously on the same target. It is fun and sounds cool, but I'm not carrying two pistols, so it's more for personal amusement. See my video, 2 eyes, 2 dots, dual wielding red dot equipped pistols, link in the description. Maybe if I lived in a high crime state, I would carry 2 red dot P17s to capitalize on dual wielding for engaging multiple targets simultaneously. I suspect that my ambi-trained eyes make it easier for me to dual wield. I believe I could simultaneously engage 2 targets up to 8 feet apart, say at about 10 to 15 yards distance.
Dual wielding red dots. Do non-ambi shooters find it easy to combine the lens brain the images from each eye, so that it looks like 2 red laser dots out there?
Please leave your experience in the comments. I just think that for most, even those in high crime areas, an individual first aid kit is significantly more important than a second carry pistol. In fact, an IFAK is probably more likely to save you or someone you love than a firearm, period. Hopes. I'd love to see the Meprolite FT Bullseye made available for the RMSc pattern and try one on the P17. Maybe that would get the weight down, and it would certainly reduce overall height. While the KelTec Red Dot Slide is not part of my EDC, I think it is the best solution for those who want a red dot for their P17, especially for those who use the P17 as a plinker or a training stand-in for their red dot equipped centerfire EDC.
Be sure to check out our numerous videos on the KelTec P17, including how the P17 wins over a centerfire pistol.
www.ambgun.com